Hello everybody, Rich Toad here for episode 6 of Let's Play Bastion. Last time we found ourselves another survivor,
Kid says
Zolf,
hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
who is more of a contemplative person. He's from a tribe known as the Ura, and we'll learn about them more later. We also did the Bullhead Court, which got us a lot, and I mean a lot, of fragments. So let's go ahead and jump into Cinderbrick Fort. The core is detected. Too bad it lies deep inside the toughest fort in the city.
There's only one way into Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way.
Alright, so for this, I have Graver Slash equipped, since we haven't seen it yet. And of course, in order to do that, I need my machete, and I have
Sure,
the bone
the
repeater,
city marshals may be gone.
should I need to kill something at a range fast.
Crawling with Windbags.
Alright. Come back here, Elephant Squirt.
Wham! Kid's ready for the Windbags this time.
Yeah, all that practicing for Bullhead Court paid off, I guess.
The calamity was mercy, folks. The Windbags ain't so lucky.
Okay, now these guys are in an awkward spot. Just because they're in an awkward spot to hit.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
I liked how that one got hit by multiple bullets and died. Okay, these things are a pain. Take these things out as soon as you can, because those are homing bullets, and if you counter them, they usually just circle around back to you. So yeah. Also, I got comments about how the bleed wasn't doing a whole lot, it was doing 1 per tick. I'm not entirely sure. Let's find out. Or not. I just want to see how much damage my bleeding does. Dang it. Oh. Okay, so that was doing about 3 to 4 per tick, now that we have 2. So, just like the crit, it gets a lot better the more you stack it. So keep that in mind if you're
Windbags,
thinking
young
about
and old, keep fighting for the fort.
upgrading your machete. Oh, I thought I was using a hand grenade there for a second. So that was Graver Slash. As you can see, that Windbag that appeared right in front of us, that died really quick. And ooh, what do we have here?
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
We have a scrap musket.
Windbags just can't handle.
It pretty much is a
Something
shotgun
that'll
though.
punch clean through their greasy hides.
So when you first get it, it's gonna be in your right click slot, so the normal range slot. So keep that in mind if you're doing a loadout for this level.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
Yeah, it's interesting that he says that. It makes
calamity
the
drove the Windbags topside.
yeah, it makes the Windbags feel less like
A lot of them
monsters,
wound
more
up
like
here in this very fort.
people who are just trying to survive. So a little bit about the scrap musket. It's very effective in close range. As you can see, we can just clear waves of squirts at a time in just one shot. If we fight something bigger with it, if you get really close, it has a lot of knockback and even more damage
Been
quickly.
minding the business underground like in the old days.
Oh yeah, one more thing about that's a hole. That's dumb. So yeah, one more thing about countering these. if you counter them and get hit by the counterattack, it is a lot more powerful
Windbags can't use the martial supplies,
and may
but the kid
very
sure
well
can.
kill you. So yeah, here, if you don't want to use the scrap musket, you can change. To be honest, I like this setup a lot. If I need to fight something at really really far range, I can throw the war machete. If I want some space, or if I want to clear a lot of things at once, I can use the scrap musket, and I can use the war machete to do a lot of damage, especially with Graver Slash. So,
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
and here's the core.
Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Yeah, as you can see, Graver Slash just has the kid going wild. So yeah, levels you want to use the scrap musket on.
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort.
Levels that you want to use the scrap musket on are ones that just have like a lot of little things,
Not
or
a
ones that
scratch
you
on
need to
him as he
push
presses
enemies
on
back
the
on.
higher ground. Kid blasts one clean off a ledge.
That's another thing about the scrap musket is, you can, the knockback can push things off, so another great use for one of the weapons in this game. Also, I should note, if you hit an enemy with both of your machetes, if you have multiple machetes when thrown, it will do damage for both of them. So, and then with those boxes, you might have noticed, whenever I push them back with my scrap musket even a little bit, it resets their height. Like, that was a bad example, but like that. And then the turret's bad habit of shooting windbags kind of ruined the presentation, but oh, that was, they like just throwing those at you with no time to think, don't they?
Playing gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
Okay, now you're definitely going to want at least one long-range weapon here, because as soon as you get close to these things, they'll start breathing fire at you. But if you're not close, they won't do anything at all. So you can take them out at a safe range from the scrap musket, but it takes a while. So make sure you aren't using like a scrap musket and a hammer for this level, and you should be fine. I did that on my practice file,
They
and that
trapped the
part took me
kid in the
forever.
middle of the fort's parade grounds.
Alright, let's put my skills of arena fighting in this game to the test, shall we?
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. Kid takes down Glutus. Or maybe it was Glandon.
Yeah, so Ludus and Landon take a very long time to wind up, so you can just move out of the way and run circles around them.
The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now.
Did he just fell off the edge, didn't he? That was not the smartest thing I've seen all day.
The Windbags finally get the message.
Okay, it makes sense for a scumbag to go off the edge, though, because that's what scumbags do. That's what you do with scumbags, usually. We spent too much time trying to do that last episode. But really, the big windbag falling off? Okay.
Kid used to dream of getting Marshall's badge, but not like this.
Let's take a quick peek at that. A memento, a prestigious symbol of the city's law enforcement. The city's citizens respected and admired the marshals for their unwavering dedication to preserving peace and justice. So Ceylondia had a very good law enforcement
And now
system.
ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Yep, scrap musket is especially
Kid
powerful.
shows up just as
Of
Zulf's
course.
telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was the smoking pipe.
Okay, now the smoking pipe is interesting. You can take a puff of it, and it'll send you to basically a battle arena where you fight a lot of enemies. I'm gonna hold off on doing that for now, because I think the pipe is pretty easy, but they get more difficult as they go on. So let's ask Zulf about his smoking pipe. Sure, why not? Where did he get this? In the city, they used to say this stuff was very strong.
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
He must really love that thing. And we can also ask Zulf about the Marshal's badge retrieved from Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshal ever give you a hard time being an Ura and all?
The Marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Definitely a solid police force if they're not even racist at all towards mortal enemies, or what were formerly mortal enemies. If we ask Rux about it, the Marshals brought the city back to working order after the war, didn't they?
Even since the Uras surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him.
Okay, so maybe not quite as just as we expected, but as long as Zulf felt like he was treated with dignity.
Zulf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
As long as Zulf is treated with dignity, then it can't be too bad. So now we can build the shrine and turn the gods on and off. We won't have too many though, so I'm going to build the memorial.
The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
So the memorial is kind of achievements. I say kind of because there are Steam achievements for this game. These ones are just ones that will reward you with fragments when you complete them. So we have one, the Valediction. Construct a memorial to Savandia.
The Valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
So yeah, we have ones like earn glory on the Proving Grounds. You do 7 of the Proving Grounds tasks. You discover 15 mementos, 20 secret skills, build up. Wait. Oh, okay, 5 of 15. For a second I was like, wait. And then you have one sketch for every weapon, and it's usually what the weapons excel at. So for the hammer, deliver a single crushing blow for at least 70 damage. That one you're gonna need to upgrade your hammer a lot, and probably depend on crits for. For the bow, it's defeat 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot. For that, I would recommend just finding a wave of squirts and just power shotting straight through them, and it should be an easy 3. The show surpassing skill with the Fang Repeater by defeating a hardy foe with the last bolt in a clip. This one you kind of just want to whittle somebody down to almost nothing and then fire until you're at the last clip and then just finish them off. So you just kind of have to cheese it. This one can be kind of dangerous. You have to get less than 20% health and then defeat a foe. So, you know, it can be anything like a squirt. Oh, and it has to be a melee attack. So anything like a squirt or just a normal windbag, just be careful because you're at 20% health. The Gravers quickly strike foes 15 times in a row without missing. So there can be a gap between them. I'm not sure if it can be a long gap, but there can be a gap. This is really easy if you're just hitting something big, like a really big scumbag. And then defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot with the scrap musket.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
So now if we check out the Skyway, we have the Scrapyard, which is the proving ground for the hammer, and Zolwood Grove, which is the proving ground for the scrap musket. So let's go here.
Ever felt a Zolwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot count.
Okay, so the deal with this one
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo.
is to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. So we're not really going to pop them. I missed that
Most
one.
marshals didn't get far on their first few tries.
You don't really want to pop them, you want to knock them off the edge. Is this going to work? Eh, that could have gone better.
Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot.
So you kind of want to do this like you're sweeping a floor almost. Just get them into bunches and then push them off the edge. So let's see. The first place prize for this is 15. I'm not expecting to get it this try, but if I could, that'd be
Funny
cool.
thing about muskets is they work best up close.
No, I don't think I'm gonna get it this try. Oh, so close. It's not that try.
It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
So let's grab our something coarse and something foul, and then let's go back home. As you saw, you can probably do it with no upgrades.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
But if you come over to the lost and found, ooh, final warning, scrap musket skill. A blast sent straight up into the air, causing a flurry of projectiles to rain down in the area. We can buy that just because it's a secret skill, but I'm here for the something coarse. Both of them. Put a small dent into our funds. Then now we can upgrade the scrap musket all 3 times. We can get 35% spread or 15% for less, minus 15% range, or 50 range for 50 spread. This is good if you don't, like, if you want to use the scrap musket with a short range weapon like the hammer. I would not recommend it.
You want
This
to
one is
tune
much
a
better.
scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
And then impact shells, shots cause greater knockback, or heavy shells, 15% damage. I'm gonna
The
go with knockback
marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
for now at least, and then 33% faster reload or reduced penalty to long range damage.
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
I'm gonna go with that. So that put a much more noticeable dent into our funds. Upgrading stuff can get expensive at the higher points, but I like the scrap musket enough that I would say this is worth it. So now we're gonna go back.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
My favorite musket, because it's my only musket. And now we're gonna try this again. And we're gonna absolutely crush it.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now.
So now that we have wider spread, I can catch more in one shot, and greater knockback. A lot more
Marshals
knockback.
like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results. The best of the best clear the course in just a few shots.
You're right, Rux. I do like to fine-tune my musket for better results. If you upgrade your musket to the 35% knockback, so only to the 2nd tier, this becomes super easy, and you can get Scrap Salvo, which is another secret skill.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
Yeah, if they still existed. So I think that's all we're gonna do for today. Thank you so much for watching. We did another challenge and we got another core. So next time on Bastion, let's continue exploring and finding cores. See you later.